I love that color. That non-color on you is so pretty.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Is that a new one?
no, it's turtle dove.
Oh, I don't think I've
Nope.
ever seen you in your turtle dove.
Well, I don't wear normal clothes ever.
You're so fancy. Why didn't I wear a sweater today? It's a snow day.
Well, it's all right. I really want to look like you because I was dying, but I have a t-shirt on underneath that I was dying in.
So pretty. That's the Turtle Dove by Espace Tricot.
Tricot. They are the most generous company. They always do free patterns.
I know. I always wonder what designers think about that. That
Well, you know
it's
what?
hard.
It makes you want to buy the yarn because they have a shop. I understand it.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
understand it because honestly, this yarn was outrageous. I bought it.
That yarn, I made that into a gray cardigan too. Why can't I think of the yarn? Woolfolk.
Woolfolk.
Oh, great. And now we've got snow blowers starting outside. So if you hear them,
I can't.
just it's part of the Midwest in the winter ambiance that you get from me, Rachel, Treehouse Fiber Arts. I'm coming from the west side of Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, where we have a snow day today. I put some pictures up on our Instagram. Our table outside is hilarious. It's got like a foot and a half to 2 feet of snow because the snow must have just come down straight last night. If
So
there's
you didn't
wind,
get
we
the
don't
ice.
normally get that much snow. It was hilarious.
Gosh, but you didn't get ice.
No, too cold
I
here.
I thought we were gonna get ice. We got rain, and I'm fine with it. I was telling Rachel I have my window open right next to me, wide open. Of course, I have been dying all morning, so I like to get rid of the smell. B, it really heats this room up
Yeah.
between the burners, and then the heat was on higher than it needed to be. And but let's talk about, so we have the ambience of the snowblower today, where last week we had the sun. You are all about weather there. I love
I
this.
can't believe no one said anything. Like,
I loved it. It just cracked me up. It
I
cracked
guess I guess they looked past it
me up. Yeah. You're
last
just
week.
so interesting. They couldn't be bothered with that.
No, they were on the edge of their seats with us.
Yeah.
This is episode 16, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one that keeps track of that. But again, I'm Rachel. If I point this way, is that you or are you this way?
No,
Okay.
I'm the other way.
Whatever way
That way.
is Sue. This is
That one.
Sue. Sue,
Two.
introduce yourself.
Knit 24. Half of the Legacy Fiber Arts team, which we
Yes.
are so busy right now. I never, my goal is to start getting up earlier. I wake up super early, but I don't get up. I waste a lot of time laying in bed on my phone. So this morning I was like, well, I have floss toss. We have a million orders to go out that I have to package. And then I had to dye a bunch of yarn for the other orders. So I got up at 7 and did all of that. Did not anticipate it. It's all the orders that came in that weren't dyed yet. Yeah, and then I have a full rack over there that I moved because it didn't look as pretty as this.
I see just a little peak of yarn in the corner.
Yeah, that's our new Mardi Gras.
Mardi
Oh,
Gras.
you're looking at macaroon.
Oh, I love macaroon. Oh, that's a beautiful colorway.
Thank you. It's so funny because all of a sudden it's selling again. It's one of our old colors, and
Is it, somebody sees somebody knitting with it and it's like, God, that is gorgeous. But
yeah,
that leaning tower of pizza back there is just a little scary.
yeah,
That's not going to tip over.
no. Well, if it does, that would make for a good floss toss. No, and actually, it's not even that high. Okay, sorry, I had got an alert. It's not even that high, and usually there's 2 of those. I just like by this afternoon, there will be 2 more of those.
I think it's blocking the light and making you have wonderful lighting this morning. You look so crystal clear.
Oh, thank you. Look at, I'm even having a decent hair day.
You are. You're putting me to shame. I smell good. Well, it's episode 16.
Okay,
Thank you so much for joining us again. We have a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to our channel.
I
We
thought I
love
didn't
that
hit
you're all
record.
here. Yes, and we did hit record. All that good content lost. Gosh. I don't know, Sue, that text that you sent me a few days ago, I gotta share with everybody.
What was it? Oh,
Well, I'm still thinking about it and laughing. So, you guys ever see text? They have some websites that show texts back and forth and things get lost in translation. Well, I sent text to Sue after I watched the Lori Holt video. If you haven't seen the last Lori Holt video
oh,
with
no,
what, Olivia
no,
from no
Christy.
Christy, yes, crosshatch quilts. Oh my gosh, it's
Oh,
so good. So I texted, darn that Lori Holt, another video, and now I want to do the Garden Club series. Ugh. And she texted back. Sue said, I'm just about to watch. 3 exclamation points. Food prep for the week just about over. I want to make the quilt you are making. Oh no, what are they saying? And I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, she's watching the Lori Holt video. What did I miss? Is Lori Holt going out of business? Is she no longer going to be doing any more designs? I was like, what is going on? So I said, who's saying what? Tell me.
and I don't think I saw that come through for a few minutes.
No. And I was like, what is Lori Holt? Is she sick? I thought something was wrong. And that was not a message meant for me. That was meant for her son.
Well, it's so funny because Jacob, in the meantime, it was his birthday weekend and we were trying to figure out when to have his big dinner. It's just Dave, myself, Jake, and my mom would come. And it was going to snow on Sunday. So we kept going back and forth and back and forth. And we settled on Sunday because it looked good. And then Jake said, looks like it's snowing tomorrow. And that's,
oh no,
what are they saying? That was probably quite exaggerated for him.
I know. And I'm left on the edge of my seat floss tube is shutting down. Or it was drama.
I literally, every time I thought about it all day long, I would burst out laughing because
Me too.
if you had sent that to me, I would have been the same, what are you talking about? And then I would have been like, why did she just leave and not answer me? All good. We're all fine. It was a weather update.
Oh my gosh, I keep thinking of that and laughing.
I know, it was so fun.
Wow. So what have you been up to besides all your dyeing?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to show you. It's interesting. I've been working like crazy, yet I've been finding stitching time.
Yay.
I feel like I'm just hitting a rhythm, but this explains all the stitching I did since the last time we tossed. Look at all that stitching I did.
You gave yourself a sticker for every time you stitched.
I think of you every time I put one down.
I love it.
But, and there, of course, we're tossing the floss today, so hand. But I will be honest, I had to pull all the stickers out right before I came on because I just write it down and don't look for a sticker sometimes.
Oh, Sue.
I know.
Take the time.
I know.
Speaking of stickers, I watched, what's her name? Christina, the yarn dyer. Why could I not think?
Oh, don't even get me going.
Her and her stickers she's getting from some woman in New York City. Good grief.
I haven't caught up on her Valentine's vlog. I have not. You know, when you're busy, it's really good. It doesn't give you time to scroll in a day. The part I don't like is I miss a lot of podcasts and floss tubes because the ones I really watch, I want to enjoy. I don't want to just have on in the background.
Yeah.
So I am way behind. I'm dying to watch that one because I just love Christina so much.
She is so inspirational. What is her yarn dye business?
Chelsea Yarns.
Chelsea Yarns, yes.
Chelsea
I hadn't watched her since her Vlogmas, which was such a wonderful Vlogmas.
It was a wonderful.
Her and her husband. But so this Valentine's episode, oh my gosh, the thing she's.
Because she loves everything I love.
Me too.
And it's like, oh my gosh, I actually was trying to figure out, we're trying to figure out a way to do like a planner Zoom call with just like a little small handful of us that love our planners so much, which I will
Mm-hmm.
tell you what we're talking about for those of
Yeah.
you who don't know.
We'll get to the stitching soon.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll be there. Oh,
This is part of it.
it really kind of, well, no, it's not.
Well, when you give yourself a sticker every time
Yeah,
you stitch, this is
yeah,
just,
hold on, I dropped everything. So we meaning a lot of us in the knitting community and maybe in the cross stitch community, I don't know, but particularly Sandy by the Lakeside, one of my dearest friends, I love her to death, and Christina are doing Hobonichi Cousins. So this gives you an idea of what they look like. Did I already show this? I can't
I
remember.
I can't remember either. I think you may have.
Like this is this week. So what
I love
I do, isn't it beautiful? So I also am a patron of Little Raven Ink. I quite often, oh good, Winnie's upstairs. I quite often forget to give her credit, which is terrible as an artist. Little Raven Ink, oh my gosh, what's her name? Courtney. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not that she would ever watch this. I am a patron, so I get all her beautiful printouts. Like I'll show you. If you're an art journaler or anything like that, like this is her newest one, to make your own monsters.
Yeah, I saw that. That's so
I love it.
ingenious.
So what I do, I kind of have a formula. Like this has been my, like I put washi tape here and here. Usually I put dinner below here, either dinner plans or what we've had. And then if it's something I have to do that day, they get a thin washi and then a monster. Isn't it adorable? Okay.
I love that. That looks so doable. I love the week
So
spread.
doable.
The day spread would be overwhelming and I'd feel guilty if I missed a day, that kind of thing, blank pages, but a
I'm
week
getting
spread.
over it. I'm getting over it because
Mhm.
look at that week. It
I
makes
love
me
that's
look forward to the week. I am not kidding you.
I
Like,
love that monster peeking out on Monday or Sunday. What
yeah. So generally I put like
uh,
plans for the week, like if I have a colorway coming out or we're tossing the floss. And then I love it so much. And then so the
oh.
daily spreads,
So do you get those stickers as part of her Patreon or is that an
they're
additional?
not stickers, they're collage sheets. And I cut
Oh,
them out and glue them down. I wish she did. I wish she sold her monsters as stickers. I think she could kill it. So like
yeah.
this is a typical spread. This was little Charlie's birthday and Lily was helping. And so, and then I write on it. So I do have blank pages coming up. Look at, I just love documenting my girls.
Yeah.
I
What a
love
neat.
documenting them. I think I
That'll be a
want,
treasure for them someday too.
it will. I want this to be found. I don't like write about deep, dark secrets or anything in here. Like, I want it to be found. I keep dropping everything. I'm so sorry. Give me a second.
It's okay. We got the dropsies today.
I know. I'm so sorry. So, like, one of my spreads is going to be snow day. And because
Oh,
we're in
that'll
a pandemic, all the days are the same. So what does it matter if I just pick an empty one and do you know
no.
what I mean? It's like, unless something monumental is going on,
Yeah.
my
That's really
little
fun.
great niece, I love documenting little's birthdays.
I love how her printables make it all kind of cohesive, but they're all different. I
They're
love
all
that.
like, look at this. Isn't it so sweet?
That little Charlie, she
Oh,
just has such a different look than Lily. You know, they both look different
see, and
from
I
each
think
other.
they're carbon copies, but their personalities are. Oh, if you went back a year to this exact, she would look exactly the same.
Oh, really? Oh,
So
they are so cute.
they're so cute. Oh, I love them so much.
Oh,
But their personalities are very different. And Charlie has a twinkle in her eye, like a little devilish. It's always the youngest, right? It's like
yes.
little twinkle. So yeah,
Youngins.
that's a Hobonichi cousin. I'm obsessed.
That's super fun. Another just way to kind of journal and express your creativity all at the same time.
Mhm. And document. And so what I do, my only main that I hold to is on Sundays, I set up the page for the week with all my appointments, which there aren't a lot, but believe it or not, there are some in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. But good. What you been stitching on? Do you have any finished objects?
No, I will
Me
never have
either.
finished objects. I
It's all
almost
about
brought in
starting.
some old stuff, but what I do have is I have the Alice in Wonderland ornaments and punch needle.
Excellent. When should we do that? Let's get cross stitching done and then
I
we'll do that.
agree. I
Okay.
agree. What you
So
working on?
what am I working on? Well, I am working on our anniversaries of our, I say our because
Ours.
it is ours. The
Oh,
anniversaries of the heart. And I have gotten, I'm on track. I got February's done.
you did. So what did you use for the urn? That totally stumped me.
The urn, I used all, for the most part, what did I use? Victorian motto, homestead. And I love this Victorian motto. Oh, most of these are Victorian motto. I'm part of their club where I get these huge 15-yard hanks of beautifully hand-dyed, floss every month. I'm in the primitive club, but I kind of wouldn't mind doing the bright club too. So this is
Oh,
my
Rachel,
Victorian motto.
it's beautiful.
It's fine, it's everybody's looks beautiful, I think. I mean, you really can't go wrong.
I'm going to be honest. I'm really struggling with the first block, my first block.
Oh, you don't like your first block?
It's so different. Like I'm going to wait until the very end to see if there's anything else that ties it together.
Yeah, I don't think there really is, and I'm gonna make it with this blue. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
keep
like yours
bringing the
better.
blues and that dark green. I'm gonna bring the dark greens in, and I'm doing the border in that same. It's called Grapevine by I think Weeks.
Smart.
Yeah, this is the next. This is the bonus, which I think you probably have done by now.
I finished the bonus.
Awesome.
I love the bonus block, and I didn't want it. I didn't finish the second. You know why I'm struggling? I do not like when I don't have every floss I need at hand.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy because it stops me. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to do that urn, and I was like, I don't even know what color that is.
Ah, yeah, I used kind of a bronzy, well, it looks orange here.
You're helping me a lot.
I looked up what the original color was. I don't know. You know what I'm doing? I get these Victorian mottos, and this to me is going to be a practice in just picking out what I want color-wise. I'm
Okay.
not even going to look at the inside of the sheet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to look at her key. I'm going to look at just the outside page.
Mm-hmm.
Do what I want. Like I changed the bird up there to a bluebird.
Mm-hmm. And mine are
The
black.
heart, inside the heart, I did a different shade instead of the light color. I don't understand the door though.
What's the S mean?
Is that just supposed to be like brackets on the door?
I thought it was an S.
I did too, and I'm like, should I put a B on there or like
That's
something
what I
more?
didn't know. See, I can put an S.
Oh, well, maybe this will be Sue Stokes' square on mine.
Um,
My
you know
grandchildren
what?
will inherit this and be like, who's Sue Stokes?
You know what? I love that you're doing that, and you know why I can't? I don't have
Why?
a stash. So anything I do, I have to go get. I mean, I might. I have
But you
a
have extras?
I have a very small stash.
With all that you've stitched, do you just dump it all? What do you do with all the
No,
extra?
no, I don't know because I don't think I've finished much, so I can't get rid of it yet, right?
No, no, you can't. Well, that's what, this Victorian motto. It's so nice to get the 5 skeins every month. I've done 3 months, so I have 15 skeins and they all coordinate nicely and I don't
I
know.
think that's brilliant. I think that's a way to build your stash. But you know what okay, so this is what I've discovered about myself this week. I don't buy something unless it has a purpose. So I'm not a gatherer.
Yeah.
So that's where and I want to be, but I can't seem to make those decisions. Like, well, how do you decide?
Sorry. Here we go.
How do we
Yeah.
decide? Like, how do you decide, like, oh, I'm just going to spend, like, I can do it with fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I see all these thread clubs and go, well, so I'm just going to spend like whatever a month and get anything. But now I'm seeing the purpose.
Yeah.
And So I wish I had something like that so I could do the same, because I'm finding it overwhelming going, oh, I don't have that color.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I also couldn't identify even what she was going for by the picture, where with yours I can. So now I feel like I might look for like a terracotta color.
Yeah.
I might do something like that. There we go. This is a little dangerous that I'm a little ahead yet behind, because that means this one could come to a halt. This is my psychology in my brain.
You usually, no, I'm picking up though, you like to move forward and leave a few things empty, and then at the end you fill it all in.
Or if I do, this is it. It's like I always do things to 90%. It's ridiculous. It's part of how my brain works.
You know, back to the color thing,
Yes.
I heard Lori Holt mention that she has all of her floss by color. She could care less who the,
Yes.
and that's the same as Nell from Little Yellow House Crafts. I think that's what her.
I haven't watched her in a long time.
Yeah, she was gone for a while, and she just had a couple episodes now.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think that's a good idea.
It's a fantastic idea. Again, if you have the organizational skills, which I'm working on, but I'm nowhere near that.
I mean, it's just a matter of getting, like, Nell just has these stacker Tupperwares that all click together, and then she's got it in rainbow color. And
This part.
she just looks at the page, the front
Okay.
page of her design, and picks her colors and goes from there. And hers always looks beautiful. And
All
then
right.
it's
That's going to be
unique.
a goal.
No, I think this has just been a really fun exercise of, where is that yarn? Of just, thank you, floss.
Feels
Of
good
just,
because I say the same thing.
you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's that. What else have you been working on?
Okay. So, all right. Let's show what I really worked on 90% of the time until yesterday when it all crashed and burned. I feel like you're partially responsible for that. I don't know why. I just feel the need to blame.
I'll take it.
I'm a blamer. I'm
I'm a
working on it.
long distance scapegoat.
You're going to die. I stitched on this for, let's count the days. Let's count the days in the book of days. I love this book so much. Okay, so we floss tossed on Wednesday. I worked on it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow.
I have committed. But then yesterday, again, you will notice I am 75% done.
I mean, what did you have done on it last time? Nothing, didn't you? You had just the top.
I had a lot. I think I had the first page
Oh
mainly.
my gosh.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it goes so fast because honestly, you don't have to look at the pattern. You do the motif once and then you just work off your piece.
I love those kind. Okay, give us the fabric and the fiber.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, 498 DMC, which I love. Lori talks about 347 being her favorite. It's not my favorite. I definitely understand why it's her favorite.
Yeah.
498 is my favorite. Look, I can't take my eyes off of it, honestly.
It's beautiful. This is modern folk embroidery.
Yes, Scandinavian.
Scandinavian. I have to do that one.
You have to, Rachel. First of all, I love the size. It's a very manageable size. Like this, like one of these is a night. That band is a night. Because literally you get this rhythm of going like this.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go like this all the way back.
I love that. Oh, I love that. So beautiful.
And then it's the same one down here, but you flip it. I had that rhythm better than this rhythm, so I flipped it upside down and did it.
I want him to tell us where he got some of those motifs because they look really familiar to me. The Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim. Their windows are very similar.
Well, maybe.
I want to ask him.
Isn't it stunning?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
And honestly, I'm not like, my stitching is stitching. The design is phenomenal.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh.
He's we
This
love you,
isn't a
Jackie.
repeat over here. I honestly feel like I could finish that side in a weekend,
Oh
really,
yeah,
truly, easily.
absolutely beautiful.
So I'm hoping I started something new, which is a major distraction.
I can't something new. Oh, I don't know. Do I?
Nope. But I don't want to let this slide. So the only reason, or one of the reasons I think I'm going to maintain is because I love one color. And
Yeah.
my new obsession is not one color. So I
Oh.
think it's going to always pull me back to say, I don't want to deal with a lot of colors right now. So
Or and if you put it down until like fall and finish it during Christmas, you want it done for Christmas.
I want it hanging. I don't even know if I will only keep it up at Christmas.
No, I think I'd keep that up all year.
I know. I think on my red work wall, right? Okay, so let's talk about what Lori
Mm,
talked about. Okay, she does a red work sampler, and every morning she does one thread of
yes.
red. So, okay, I'm just going to give you a little insight to my world for 2 seconds. So Lent is starting, and I don't know why I love the Lenten season so much. I don't know why. What I am thinking is instead of waking up and going on my phone and building a puzzle or two and playing a game, I'm going to have my red work sampler, which is Harriet Salt, up by my bed. And every morning, I might allow myself 2 strands.
I love that idea.
I think I'm going to do it because
I
it'll
love it.
break that habit that is just that scrolling habit, which is just such a waste of my time. That is, I too much I want to do in
Yeah.
my life, right?
Yep. Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah, and I can't always get up bright and early like I did this morning because of Winnie. It gets her off schedule. But I could lay in bed and stitch. I'm going to
That
try.
would be
I'll
nice. Yeah.
report back.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to do something like that
Isn't
too.
it or a
Uh,
morning pee?
some
I
sort of
find.
a routine of some sort, just a 5 to 10 minute, 15
Mhm,
minute routine. Hmm.
mhm. And I find once I hit this room, it's over. It's just
Yeah.
over. It's just my head goes to work and then I feel like, oh, I shouldn't. And then I get really like out of
Before
sorts.
we had puppy Percy, I stitched downstairs. We have big windows behind a couch that's really comfortable. I was all set up nice with the lighting. And now I just don't feel comfortable with him and stitching. I feel like, I mean, he just gets in me. I'm new to puppies, so will he just sniff a little and get used to me doing that and leave me alone?
Mhm.
So I
I
need to
think,
just do that.
I mean, I have a giant sloppy Old English sheepdog at my lap or
I mean,
jumping up.
that's my goal. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have my little puppy by my feet, keeping them warm, or by my side? Okay, maybe that's my one color
Mm.
thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like if Winnie's in a crazy mood, I think that is a piece of it. I didn't even realize. If she's in a crazy mood, I don't want to be wrangling colors. I just
No.
want to be focused. So yeah, I think again, it's all in the training, right?
All
I
right,
don't
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try
know.
that. I
Try
think
it.
I might have to get a small little red work sampler. There's some cute little small ones out there.
So many.
I
I
know.
wish I am craving going into a store and browsing.
For like 2 to 3 hours and then
Yeah,
sitting there and stitching and talking and then getting
and
up,
buying.
getting
Kidding.
up, somebody tells you something about something. Ooh, I'm going to check that out. And then you
Go do it.
sashay over and you look
Yeah.
through and then you pick them out. I know.
And
I don't
every
really have a store like that around here.
I do, I do, and I'm very grateful for my store, but they don't always feature the new designs. They only will have a few, and then but they have so much good in there, but you have to look through it, and my brain needs it right there. I'm not
You
a
know,
looker througher.
I've noticed there are stores, and this is like that in the knitting world too. There's old school stores that aren't connected to the internet. They don't know about floss tube. And then
Mhm.
there's stores that are connected.
Yes, it makes
That's
a
the one.
difference.
It does.
Mine isn't. I encourage them to be all the time. I know them because I worked with them when I was designing. So I encourage them to be, and they do have the new designs. It's just not front and center. Like, is
Mhm.
that weird? They're very
Just
old school.
yeah,
They have
and it
the,
takes a lot of time to be that way and energy and
it takes a lot of energy. They've been in business forever, and I totally understand that piece, and I'm excited that they have it. It's
Mhm.
just more, I'm so attracted to
Yeah.
setups
Yeah.
than convenience.
Yeah, I agree. We'll get there. We'll get to a store like that someday. Can you imagine?
You and I
Oh,
together.
the attic. Oh my gosh. Or like go to Portland and go to in Oregon.
Shepherd's
What's it?
Bush.
No,
No,
that's
you're in
Utah.
Utah.
What's the one in Portland, Oregon that twigs and sticks? I don't know. What's it called?
I feel like I know, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Everybody's shouting it out right now
Yeah,
because
sorry.
they're
And Sassy
online.
Jacks, I bought from her this week.
Oh, we've got to go down to Sassy Jack's because that whole area, we could go to Biltmore for a
So where
day.
is she?
She's in, I think it's Asheville, Weaverville, North Carolina, which is like outside of Asheville.
Yeah, that's where I used to go for the shows all the time. You
I'm
went to
sure.
Charlotte.
I'm
That's
sure.
where all the
So,
people.
I mean, I think they're planning on like a bed and breakfast slash, like as part of that new home, that house that they're remodeling. Sassy Jack's bought an old historical home
I
and they
feel
thought the shop was going to go in there right away, but they needed more time. So she rented the current space they have. Well, this I think it's like a Victorian home, is almost finished. They're moving in, and I guess she's going to have classrooms, and they even are going to have some sort of like retreat center.
how do I not know this? I'm not
I was
on.
listening to her maybe a podcast a while ago.
No, I'm so behind. Yes, let's meet there.
You know how fun that would be? Oh, and maybe go when, now I'm dreaming, when Hands Across the Sea is there,
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Nicola.
Yep, I bought one of hers.
Oh,
Just
is
saying.
that the new one?
Yep.
Why don't you, okay, let's finish out. I have been working a tiny, tiny bit on, since you mentioned Hands Across the Sea, here's my Jessie Watts, and I haven't done much. These, I'm doing all DMC. Look at how beautiful DMC.
I'm totally into DMC right now.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
love it.
totally into it. It's so convenient and it's allowing me to do things that I can't do otherwise.
Yep, it's beautiful. And you know what? Thank you, all of you out there who bought my heart tags. That was so fun to ship hearts the last 2 weeks all around the country. Even
Oh,
Hawaii got some hearts.
oh, I
So
love
thank you. I
it.
still have hearts, and they are really, I have to say, convenient to use.
I love them.
I just write the DMC on the back, and again, that little cutout heart, I just add little, if I have little bitsels left of my thread.
I love them.
Haven't done too much, but she's coming along.
Done a lot. Oh, she's
Slowly but surely.
so pretty.
Love the colors. I'm thinking well, maybe I won't. I'm kind of into that antiquing spray. I want to see how that works, and I think that would be fun on this one. So we'll
You
see.
have some?
No, but I know where I can get some. I made myself a little needle minder with some old fabric, which I'm doing a test because I think I might include that in my beginner kits in the shop.
I
Just a
love
little needle
it.
minder that kind of matches.
I love it.
All right,
I
so
have
let's.
gone to look at her little gems. So what is it with me? I only do giant pieces. I only do giant pieces, even when I swore them off.
Because they're just phenomenal and you want them on your walls.
No, but I need little ones to go in between. So
Yeah.
I am going to make one. I am going to make one. I got to find where my new piece went. Oh, yeah, here it is. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other thing I did, I went to Amazon. I bought a million of these.
You did. I've
I
been so
did
tempted.
because you know what? It's just easy. It's
Yeah.
easy, and you know what the other thing is? I did set up. I have a journaling cart, which that still needs some work, but I have my needlework cart is set up over there now.
You got so organized in the last 2 weeks, by the way.
Well, last week, this week it's all gone.
Oh,
straight down.
it's all good.
Yeah, but it's just not how I'm made.
You need to watch Christina's latest Valentine podcast episode, whatever. She talks about that and she shows what her dye area looks like.
Oh, well, that's, and the fact that when this computer is done, which could be relatively soon, I'm buying a laptop again. I have a giant, whatever you call this thing.
Yeah, me too.
And which I love because I watch shows and it's mainly to watch TV. I could have just bought a TV, but I like to watch my floss tubes, my YouTubes, my Netflix. I do it all here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I bought, and I think it was Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, showed this. And I've wanted to make this. So it really wasn't an impulse. I've wanted to make it for a long time, and I keep being drawn back to it and drawn back to it. I love Adam and Eve, and I'm so mad I didn't bring in one of my old Adam and Eve samplers. Next video, we'll show my old samplers on the wall. I have a sampler hallway, but they're
Okay,
very
write
cool.
that down.
Yes. So Mary Goode. So it was charted by Nicola at Sassy. It's a Sassy Jacks one.
Yep.
PDF, which again, I am all about immediacy. I'm not proud of it.
No, it's how we are, and it's so nice during this time of COVID.
It is because we have been very, very quarantined. Like we really are one of those people.
Yeah.
So a lot of things happened here.
You got Mary on it too. Oh, how pretty.
So
That's a big one.
It's a big one. Well, because I'm using 32 count. You know me, I'm not a 32 count person, but I didn't have any 36 big enough. I didn't have a 40 big enough. I was hoping to use my newest Lakeside linen from wherever in Canada.
Oh, traditional stitches.
Thank you. Traditional Stitchers. I'm in that club. Wasn't wide enough. I was so disappointed. But I can use one thread, so I love it.
I am loving the one thread on 32 count lately.
Me too. But then I started on this giant hunkin' piece, like it's probably a yard that I bought. And I just started in the upper left-hand corner. I was like, well, I'll cut it later. Come to find out, I had already cut into it at the bottom.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that's not what I said. Anybody that knows me really well knows what I said. Anyways, it was just enough room. Thank you, God. It was like, so it made me have to go all the way down.
Yeah.
But again, it's such a mindless stitch. And on 32 count, which is so easy to see.
Isn't it nice?
I think this is going to fly.
Yeah.
I think it, because this whole rhythm, I don't have to look at anything but the one ahead of it.
It doesn't seem like a major border. Like some of them take forever.
Well, I mean, there's a lot in it, but it's fast.
They're separated nicely.
Yeah.
At least it's not full coverage kind of thing. That is cute. So that's your new start.
My new start. It's a square. I love a square.
Oh, that's going to be a square?
I'm pretty sure it's a square.
That's going to be huge.
It's going to, I think it's 18 by 18, the design.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful on the wall.
I know. I love an Adam and Eve sampler. I would love a wall of Adam and Eve. I really.
There she goes.
I want to get into the meat of it. And I can now. I can.
What's the verse?
Mary Goode her work, age 14, blah, blah, blah. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's just a stunning piece.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And these motifs are very manageable.
It's a very delicate looking sampler to me from here.
The only thing is, if you look at it in color, it's very pink. It feels very pink. I might change their body color because I want to say it's the same pink, which I believe is 761. And okay, so you will be proud of me. I'm not patient enough to do them all, but every new color, Of course, I haven't put the numbers on it because I didn't have a pencil or pen.
You have a whole cart full of journaling.
It was in the other room. I'm the
It has
worst.
wheels. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know.
Teasing
Literally,
you.
oh my gosh, I do the least thing possible to dive into a project.
Because you want to get
I'm
started.
so excited about it. Like,
Yeah.
again, this whole
Uh-huh.
kitting concept. Like, when I watched Lori, I wanted to kit everything, but I don't because I can't kit it and let it be. Like, literally, if someone was driving, I would start it on the way home. That is how I've been since I was a little girl. Anything that at the store, the minute I got in the car, I had to open it. I had to
Really?
start
That's
reading it, or
I love kidding. And I don't like the idea of it sitting around, not being worked on, but I'm enjoying kidding for other people. I
or would
think
you
that,
kit for me? You know what I want to
yeah.
do super quick because I hear so many people talking about how they do the sewing method, but they do it in hand. And
Yes.
I cannot get back to the sewing method in hand. I don't know why. I can't get
Yeah, you do a hybrid. I'd
I
like
think
to
the
see
perfect
this.
sewing method because I put it in a hoop. Oh, sorry, hold on. And I love my Ashwood,
Hardwick Manor.
Hardwick Manor. Thank you. Didn't even start with the A.
Hey, at least we got two brains here. We should be able to come up with words.
Yeah, so when I have it in the hoop,
Yeah.
it's loose. So it
Okay.
gives me something very pliable. So it's the same thing. I do the sewing method, but I have the structure in my hand and I have the stress of the hoop, but I find the stress of too much fabric gets, I don't know, this just
Do
zeroes
you
in better.
know when I do in hand,
Yeah.
I use my left hand underneath and I kind of hit the needle. Are
Yep.
you able to still do that?
Yep.
Because I tried that.
It's
I
where
didn't
you
try
put
hard
the
enough.
hoop. Like if I'm over here in the hoop, it's different. So I move the hoop over so that my working area, look at,
Yeah.
so my working area, so my working area is close to the border.
Yeah.
So
Who
yeah.
was I watching that they only use a 4-inch hoop all the time?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I should always just because that's my problem. I want to put my hand underneath, and if my hoop on my sitting one, my sitting stand back there, that one, it just it didn't work
Yeah.
for me to do
I
it that
don't
way.
know.
It's
Like
too big.
I know what you mean. I almost also feel like if you're using a hoop, you don't need that hand behind it. Try it without. Like you can do
Mm.
that scooping without. Like I know when I worked without a hoop and did specialty stitches, my fingers in the back were my stretching or my, and I keep trying to go
Yes.
back
Yeah,
to
it's like
no
my
hoop.
thumb and my it stretches the fabric so that I can
Yeah,
dig in. But
yeah.
that your way is probably better for your hands all around.
Well, I say that I'm not really sure because it does create a lot of stress on my wrists at time. Like I have a lot of, which lately I have not had. I'm just going to put
Yeah.
that out there. A lot of wrist issues.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was just a thought around that.
Well, Lori Holt, her last episode, she is starting, her and Christine are starting a stitch along today, February 16th, and I happen to have the pattern, so I have to join in. That's the Cross Stitch Nation.
So fun.
Yeah, I love all those figures, and I just went to my stash. It's going to be a stash buster kind of thing, and I just so far I pulled all the colors. I haven't put them all onto one type of floss tag yet.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
know what
Rachel.
style of floss tag I'll use for this. I might end up making one that looks kind of like the flower on the top.
I
I don't
know.
know.
I
We'll
know.
see.
When I was tagging up these, I wanted to use the tulips that I got from you, but I really want that for my Consider the Lilies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I would just keep it on one project, and when it's done, It's,
I know.
then you can move it. I'm going to be doing this on, this is a fabric that I got from Kitten Stitcher.
Ooh.
It's funny. I've never heard of it before. It's called, what is it called? This is 32 count marbled bunny.
Oh, is it one that her son did? Isn't her son dying?
Yeah, the graham crackers guy. I don't know.
I'm probably totally
It
wrong.
could be an ex Jude design too. I don't know. I just know that it's called marbled bunny.
So
It's
pretty.
it's just a really pretty soft off-white with just a tiny bit of variegation, which you cannot see at all in this. But I'm going to do it 1/2 on 32 as well.
I love
We'll
it.
see how that goes. So that starts today, and the hashtag for that is Cross Stitch Nation Sal, if you want to join in on
Don't tempt
that.
me. Don't tempt me.
I know. The other
Because
thing I've been working on, any more cross stitch?
well,
You
you
know
have
more?
this too.
I have it?
Well, you haven't gotten it yet, nor have I. But I finally went to that quarter shop, which that store, I swear, we need to be on a Zoom call with our screens up because that store overwhelms me
Yes.
so much.
It is overwhelming.
So much, and I want it all, and I put things in my cart and then I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't figure it out, and it's not I can't figure it out, it's so overwhelming.
It is.
So I am starting the Prim Stitch series.
Oh, I can't wait to get mine in the mail.
Same. When do you think they're coming?
I think mine are coming this week. Maybe today.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
So
today.
did you download the free this
And no, I don't think I've downloaded that yet.
order? Okay, you're using the Orifloss.
I know. I wish you were my neighbor because I would say let's share.
It's all right. I couldn't bring myself, again, see, this is the thing. I couldn't bring myself to spend that amount of money, but you got it on that Black Friday sale. The next time they have a sale, we need to talk.
Yes, we
We
do.
need to peruse together because I want everything that you get.
I went gangbusters on that Black Friday sale for quilting and this.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hemmed and I hawed and I was like, you know what? Because it's not an heirloom sampler, and like I think if it was like this huge heirloom sampler, I would have spent the money because it's worth the money. I'm not saying it's not worth the money.
No, I know what
But
you
then
mean.
I thought for what it is, DMC will be beautiful. I will enjoy it just as much. And I'm using 40 count. Like she used, are you using 25 count Lugana?
I haven't decided yet.
That's massive.
I know. I think I might be using 36 count.
So
Something.
I'm going to use one of my 36 count Lakeside linens.
Ooh.
40, I'm sorry, 40.
Ooh, 40.
I really, because I don't want it to be a massive piece. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. But on 25 count, it's massive.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Again, I think we've both been talking about it a couple of times now, like, oh, we're so attracted to it.
When the first one came out, when the first just the first little square came out, I was like, that's adorable. But there's other stuff I kind of want to stitch.
Same.
And as time has gone by, I'm like, darn it, I really like that now. And back to the flosses. When I think about floss and whether I should go with basic DMC versus the hand dyed versus silk, I agree. Like something like the Prim series, if it's something that's Prim, silk just doesn't make sense because Prim is all about resourcefulness and industry to me, and like using what you have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just so. The thought of really anything that Lori Holt puts out, to me, it's like country, and
Yes.
I love cotton thread. I
agree. If I didn't like DMC, I just was using it for the cost. Yeah. I wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't. I would have bought that.
Yeah.
But I love it. I did buy the DMC from them. I bought the whole pack thinking I'm gonna. However, I grabbed that border colors because I thought I might just want to get, me, like get some stitches in. So I might put a few of those in today. I'm the worst.
But I would never do that in silk. Like,
I wouldn't do it in silk either unless, even if I owned a shop and had them all. I don't think I agree with
No.
you. I think I also like the idea of spraying it with that stuff.
Yeah, it's
And
from
I'm done.
Primitive Gatherings, and I think Fat Quarter Shop is selling it now. Um, that might be kind of fun. But
Yeah.
like a Hands Across the Sea, while I'm doing my little gem with DMC,
I
I
would
don't think
invest in
she,
silk for that,
yeah,
depending on if you needed 30 colors or 10 colors. That's where
yeah.
I would say, no, that her samplers are, antique samplers are made to be done with silk, I think.
Well, right. And the ones that they reproduce were done by wealthier girls.
Mhm.
And they would have had the silks to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm thinking like in the early 1800s, the band samplers that were done for practice, they wouldn't have ever used silk, would they have? They would have practiced with wool or cotton.
I honestly don't know. I know if I could find them, you would die. From Scarlet Letter, I have some of theirs. I have two. One is gigantic with all silks. I didn't
Hmm.
finish, and one I have almost done, but I think there's a mistake. I'm gonna have to dig that up with silks,
Hmm.
and it's stunning.
I mean, I guess in my brain, I kind of look at what would have been the original done in, and it doesn't make sense to me. So
No, I agree. I agree. And I love this piece, and I am going to love it in DMC. And
oh yeah,
I
and I'll
love
love
that it's,
Jessie Watson in DMC too.
I know. Well, honestly, I really do feel like every time when I sent you that picture of the DMC on my car seat yesterday, because I was out shopping when you were texting me, like it's stunning. It's
Hmm.
just gorgeous.
It is.
So yeah, so that's a
Yep.
long rant.
Yeah.
So those are my, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I can't wait to
One.
get started. Maybe I could find my. I didn't think about doing the border before. Duh.
I was kind of dreaming about doing that. I might do that today if I can get all my work done.
Can I just quickly show my? Since we're talking about Lori
You do
Holt.
not have to show it quickly. You take as long as you want because I am going to have a phone call with you about this because I want to make it and you need to help me file the pieces that I don't know what they
This
are.
is the ultimate beginner quilt series. I'm a newer quilter. I mean, I've dabbled in things, but I've never started from the beginning with quilting, and I have absolutely loved this series. Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop is such an amazing teacher. I'm using the Farm Girl Vintage fabric from Lori Holt, and I have all 9 of my squares done. It has been so fun in the evenings when everybody's home and they're downstairs. I just come up and I work on my little square. Look at,
I was going to
I'm
say,
a
I love to see
quilter.
a thread on you.
I'm a quilter, everyone. Um, yeah, I work on my little square. I get it done. I prep for the next night. And yeah, so the first one was a very humble, just stripy one.
But it's perfect.
That's block 1. And then block 2 was a little bit more challenging with the
And
points.
okay, let me talk about the points and you. They are amazing. You have done a phenomenal job with your points.
Really? You know,
Yes.
I think it's the machine.
Oh, you've got that darn
There's
machine.
some new people here. My machine, I got myself a new machine last, I put the order in last, maybe end of September. They said it'd be in October. It didn't come in October, so they said, here, take this loaner machine until your machine comes. The loaner machine is like 3 times the cost of the machine that I bought, and it's phenomenal. That's part of the reason I wanted to do some quilting on it. It's a
What's,
Baby Lock Crescendo.
but what is taking so long?
I don't know. I'm hoping they just forget.
I was thinking the same thing. Okay, I love this so much,
So
Rachel.
I'm not telling you the names of the squares because I forget, but you can go on to Fat Quarter Shop, go on YouTube, you just type in Fat Quarter Shop Ultimate Beginner Quilt,
Is that
and
what
you'll
it's
see,
called?
yes, and on there on the Fat Quarter Shop website, you download all the materials, which they are so organized. Kimberly, I love how your brain works. They are so organized.
I want to talk
Um,
about her. Ultimate
you,
Beginner Quilt.
yep. And you download all that, and then there's a video for each and every block, and she does it in real time. It's not like fast forward. It's like you can do it alongside with her. Here's my first 9 patch. Now this one, oh, I love this one.
Oh my, Rachel, look at those points.
Isn't that fun? Well, I'm far away.
And you can even see where your
They're not
1/4 inch seams, the points are going to be perfect.
Oh, thank you. I really wanted to take my time on this one. And then there's this one.
Rachel.
Fun. And you know, you can actually buy a whole fat quarter set that goes with this program. So you're actually sewing the same fabric she is, but I decided to use, this one's a little off over here, but I'm thinking once the quarter seam is in, it'll make sense.
It's not off, that's for the 1/4 seam.
All
Look at
right.
me, I act like, do you know how many times I've done the beginner and then I get bored and then I'm like, no, I want to make that one over there, which is way too hard, and then I stop.
This one, I was so excited to do my first sawtooth star. And then this is that was number 9. This was, I think, number 7. This, oh no, this is the sawtooth star. No, this is not. This is the modified friend. This is the last block. Isn't that pretty? I'd like a whole quilt in this.
I would do a whole scrappy quilt in that if I had scraps.
Yes, yes. The one that gave me fits was the one, I think it was this one, with all of the flying geese. Gosh, I forget now.
So how?
I don't know, but I mean, their patterns show you which way to, you know, which way to iron, and oh, I'm so thrilled with this. So the next step is my sashing,
which is what color? Oh, Rachel, that is so beautiful.
I think I have down the sashing. I'm using a Lori Holt background fabric that has very light aqua canning jars, ball canning jars. I know. And then around the whole quilt is chicken wire, really light chicken wire. And then I'm going to do a scrappy binding with all these colors around it. But I don't know what my backing is going to be yet. And I want to sign it and, you know, do all the, I'm going all out. I'm going to send it to a quilter, even though this is a beginner quilt.
Oh.
I want to get it a cool, this one I'm going to put this on.
I want to do it. But you know what? I want to do her flower ones.
The only problem is I go on there and you need so many parts to do it. But I want to do it. It's so pretty. I love that background fabric. But you need all those, like, and I think some of them are sold out, like the seed. She makes it look so fun, doesn't she? Did you watch one of her tutorials on how to make it?
No, I don't think I've watched a tutorial on that yet, but yeah. It's amazing. Amazing. And I watched her video with Kimberly. That might have been an older one. And that was fascinating to watch for me as somebody that's done a lot of different businesses in the needleworks industry. Kimberly is quite amazing. I'm quite like, wow.
She's kind of a powerhouse.
She kind of is. She knows what she's doing.
She's got an amazing business mind, but she knows, they know what items to get behind and sell in their shop. They've learned.
I was going to say that she does. And
well, I cannot thank Fat Quarter Shop. Kimberly, thank you. Yeah, like you're watching us. But wow, I mean, what a confidence builder that beginner quilt. If you feel like I wish I could quilt, I don't know what to start, because I was getting a block of the month from Kimberly, the Shine On, and I was intimidated by the instructions and I didn't want to cut into the fabric. That's also a problem I have, this beautiful fabric, and I don't want to ruin it. But this beginner quilt series just gave me that wind beneath the wings that I just needed to like play.
It did. And you're only making one square. So it's not like you learn how to make one, but you have to make 10 of them, because that gets overwhelming.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
cannot wait to see it all together.
I know. I'm really excited. Very excited. But I love this Baby Lock Crescendo. Oof, is that a nice machine? The dog feeds, just the fabrics all just go so nicely together. I had an old Baby Lock Creative Pro from like the 90s, which was great, served me really well for a while, but I'm realizing, wow, machines, you get what you pay for
Yeah,
sure, you know.
yeah, I know. Machines overwhelm me.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
do. I'm such
yep, yep,
a hand person. I think that's why I enjoy English paper piecing so much because I love just having that control in my hands. It feels
yeah,
different.
yeah.
But I really want to make that.
So that's the quilt. Okay, let's talk punch needle.
Okay, first of all, let's just show these ornaments because I
Oh
have.
gosh, yes. Tell us about these, how
So
they came
these
to
are
fruition.
from, who are these from? Brooks Books. I love Brooks Books. Her designs.
Oh my gosh.
We're not talking little like paper, perforated paper ornaments. We're talking pieces of art. I love perforated paper. I think it's very underrated. I really do. I think this is beyond gorgeous.
Unbelievable, those
All they have
colors.
left on here is this. I hate that I found these because now I want to work on them.
Well, how many do you have done? How many are in the
Okay.
series? Brooks
You know
Books. I've
what?
never gotten anything. I've heard of the name.
Oh, she's to me, she's my type of like she's an illustrator. That to me, she has to have an illustrator background.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, is that adorable? So are you going to just cut those out and
I
mount them?
would like to see, I don't even know what this is.
That is
Oh, I think I'm back
gorgeous.
stitching to get the plaid. I I see this is again, I hate finishing. I'm not a finisher. Part of me wants to glue something fabulous on the back, but I don't know what, and then cut them. Or do I cut them first? I don't know. But they're aren't they too I think I have an Alice and I don't know where she is.
Amazing.
Look at them. They're pieces of art.
Wow, there's a lot of colors in there and
There's a
shading.
lot of color, there's a lot of
Can you
back
get those
stitching.
still?
Yeah,
Can you
I'm
still get
pretty
them?
sure you go on her website, Brooks Books. She has free gorgeous stuff. She has everything. I hope you can because I don't know where half of my patterns are. I also have oh my gosh, this is gonna make me crazy because I'm gonna want to make them all. I have the Wizard of Oz.
You do. Now, would you make those into like ornaments or they'd stand up or
I would do
what do you,
ornaments for a tree. I would pass them down to my grandbaby someday.
well, they'd be so cute on a wreath too, like an Alice in Wonderland wreath or bunting. Oh my
You're right.
gosh.
See, no, so I don't know. You should help me figure out, but they're fabulous.
You need to call
Perfect.
Vanna.
Would she do something wonderful?
Well, or I would think, or she'd know what to do with it.
Yeah, I love
Wow, those
them.
are
I don't know
amazing.
what this one is. It started.
So tell me how you stitch. Do you would just hold that in hand and stitch?
Hold it in hand. It's 2 strands, so I do the loop method. So there's not a lot of the
Okay.
backs are in pretty good shape.
Boy, are they ever. And um, do you, is it pretty thick or does it
It's pretty
feel,
thick. Like I wouldn't. I'm gentle with it. Maybe some
yeah,
people aren't. I don't know. I am. Oh my gosh, I love them. They take my breath away.
they're beautiful.
They
I
take
love
my
that
breath
one. That
away.
is just the clock, the
I
watch.
know. I know.
Wow. Oh, we got to finish those. Okay,
Okay.
so people, let us know how you finish those. What
Yeah,
do you
help
have?
us
We have
out.
people who will know.
We do. And next time, I'm pretty sure I have an Alice done. I can see it in my head. I thought they were
Hmm.
all in the same spot. Do you know I couldn't even find my punch needle? This is really weird because I believe in things like this. So under my desk, I will show this another time. In a bucket, I have I would call it a penny. It's a penny bed rug. So it's a rug for your bed, and it's all the penny. What do
Hmm.
you call that? Anyways, it's
Yeah,
stunning.
penny.
I know, I forget what you call it. It's stunning. It was a block a month. It's all the buttonhole applique.
Was that
It's
a Sue Spargo kind of thing,
it's
or?
Sue Spargo kind of thing, but it's not Sue Spargo. Oh my gosh, don't even get me going on Sue Spargo.
Oh, I know.
Holy moly. Oh, I love her. And
Uh-huh.
anyways, that's under there. But anyway, so this morning I was dyeing yarn and I keep some yarn under my desk and some in the basement and then I refill it. I don't like to have a lot here.
Mhm.
And I have this one bag of the curly yarn. I forget what it's called. Anyways, it kept falling. And I was looking for my punch needle. I was like, where is that? I thought it was in these drawers. Couldn't find it. Went upstairs, went in another area, and this darn thing kept falling off this plastic bucket. It was in the plastic bucket. Isn't that funny? I was like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm probably supposed to be looking in that bucket.
It's
So
all
I
right.
found my punch needle.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. Oh.
Now, this is from Threads That Bind. I was doing a lot of Sean Williams Threads That Bind, 2006 copyright.
Wow, yeah. So pretty.
This one I'm sick over because I don't know where everything is that I need for it. So you punch it from the back.
Mhm.
I've really got to search through there because I would love to finish this.
Oh yeah, that's so
Oh my
cute.
God.
And you're using DMC or
I
weaves?
have no idea. I feel like for these, they were DMC,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure.
Oh, look at
So
that.
I need someone to finish all of these so I can have them out. This one, I'm just so mad at myself because I have no idea. And I love it.
Oh, I love the tree.
Again, I'm going to search. I'm going to search.
I feel like I've seen that one.
You have. It's very popular.
Mm-hmm.
This one is my favorite. I want this framed. So Paige, tell me how you could frame this with
Oh my
black.
gosh, I love that.
Too. I
Love
love punch needle.
poppies. Oh, the colors are perfection.
Oh,
My
this
favorite
is,
colors.
I love Halloween so much.
Oh my gosh. Now that's the thing. How do you fit? What do you finish them to be? All coasters?
No,
You
no.
just put them in a frame? You.
I would love this in a frame, or I would love it like bound down and then something penny ruggish around it,
Ooh.
like with maybe what do you call those?
Scallops?
Yeah, but then they have like a in the center.
Oh, yeah. I think it was around the pumpkin one you showed.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Oh, yes. With wool felt and buttonhole stitch.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute.
So like a mat of some
A
sort.
mat. Or you
But
could put them on one of those horn books.
yes. So this is what the back looks like.
That's going to
And
be
you guys, I'm
fabulous.
not kidding you. I probably punched this in 2 days. Punch needle is so fast.
I cannot wait to start, and I hope some of you out there want to join us in some punch needle.
Definitely. This would be a horn book. Sorry, I don't mean to. You're right.
Oh, a horn book. Oh, a black one that's
Black.
kind of
I know.
God, words.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Woodworker takes the stuff and sands it down.
Mhm. Agree.
Roughed up.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, Sue, you've got some good ones there. We got to get those finished.
Oh, I know. I know. I was just thinking when I found these, I was like, I love being a fiber artist. Like, I love everything.
I do too. I
I
know.
can't, I can't settle on anything. I haven't hooked a rug in a while. I should bring my rug from my chicken rug, which
Oh,
is
and that one with all the ladies that you got as a gift from a
no,
friend.
that I haven't finished or worked on in quite a while. This is the chicken one that usually is over my fireplace.
Oh, that's done. So
Gorgeous.
yeah,
Beverly Conway.
that's a big one if I recall.
Huge. I only do huge ones, in
I
case you're wondering.
see these little ones. You're like, oh, I'll just tuck it away.
I know. I
They're
know.
important. Not important.
I
Well,
know.
yeah, we really want to pull together a punch needle along, and we're still working on the details. But I am pulling together. I kind of found the source for the Ultra Punch, for the weaver's cloth. We're looking at different pattern ideas. So that's coming together. So if you're interested in joining us and maybe getting a kit from us, let me know down
So are you
below.
gonna have the stretching things too?
I think at this point it's kind of for beginners. So a Morgan frame hoop stand, you know those Morgan, they're the
Okay.
2-layer ones. I've got a square one that's
Mhm.
wooden that has those needles that stick up.
Would definitely
Yeah,
rip your
which
skin off
I
things.
love, but I'd like to try the Morgan hoop. Is
Mhm.
that what they're called? Morgan
Yes,
hoops.
yes, and I know Chelsea and Priscilla, I believe they use it very successfully.
Good. Okay.
And I do agree because the thing that I discovered when I started punch needle, it's very expensive. It's not
Yeah.
an inexpensive sport.
Hmm.
And I bought one of those and they're price the
Yeah.
thing.
The wooden
They're
one.
pricey and it takes a lot of floss, whatever you use. And I was finding each project ran really high.
Hmm.
And we want to make it so that it's not out, especially as a brand new puncher, just in case you don't like it.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
can't wait to find out what you're going to do with all that.
Well, I have some ideas in the hopper, so I'll hopefully have something to share next time with you all on that.
Winnie has
Winnie.
Winnie has arrived.
Uh-oh.
She can't come in. There's the racks there against the door, but she will slam her body against it as hard as possible. And do you know that she can jump as high as the top of the door?
Oh my God.
She is so agile. It's crazy.
Wow. Oh
Of course,
my
she's
gosh.
large on top of it, so that helps.
Yeah.
But
That does help. I mean, just standing up, she's almost to the top of the door, probably.
she can stay, if she had her paws here, she'd be as tall as I am. I'm not
Oh.
that tall, but
Well, so what have you got going the next couple of weeks?
I think I am going to focus on the new Mary Good. I'd
Hmm.
like to think I'm going to focus on that. I think I'm going to stick with everything I'm working on.
Yeah.
Scandinavian Christmas, I would love to have a finish in 2 weeks. I'm putting that out there to hit my competitive side.
Mhm.
Uh, to
I
start,
just need to start it, right?
you do need to
Start
start
it, then
it.
you'll get it done.
Yes,
Because you,
yes. And I'd like to start the Prim
yes.
stitch.
Yeah.
I have a feeling those are going to be my focuses.
Hmm. I
I
think
am
Prim, as soon
loving.
as it arrives, I'm going to get going on the borders and starting that. I think I'm going to definitely the Stitch Nation. I want to put some stitches in today for. I've
Yeah.
got, um, I've been in beginner stitch kit central
Oh,
zone here. They're going out, quite a few of them. I've got this one's going out. This is kind of what it looks like when you receive it. It's just a little package. It has everything in it that you'll need to get going. I've had a few questions about it, so I thought I'd just show right now kind of what you get. What it
it,
comes with is one of the Lori Holt stitch bags. I think her stitch cards are the perfect thing to start out stitching with. Or like Sue said before, I mean, I enjoyed stitching on
I
them.
was going to say, I am not kidding you. I am so drawn to that, and I want to do it over one.
Over one would be great. And I did, I'll show you, I did make a bag out of this stitch kit myself. So, I mean, there's so many things you can do with those squares. Go Lori Holt. Love it. I
Mm.
throw in some Bowen needles, size 24. These amazing super snips that I love, and people are still, I just, Sue ordered, and then right after Sue's order, I got someone who ordered 2 of each color.
I think I ordered 3 of each color.
Yeah. Um, a 5-inch hoop, which this is a hoop that I prefer. It's finished. It's a Frank Edmonds hoop for a beginner. I think this is a nice starter one because the experience is nice. It's smooth.
So
It's got a
important.
nice brass closure. The kit includes all the floss. I've procured all the floss you'll need, and this wonderful fabric, which is the 25 count Lugana. It feels so nice in the hand. I cut it and serge it, so it's just the right size for your project. And then I throw in my little floss tags. I have a video on our channel that explains how I use the floss tags to keep all of my threads organized. So that is the kit. I also have a little sheet that explains what you have in it and kind of how to get started, where my video is, that kind of thing. So that's
Well,
a
can
stitch
I say
kit.
something about that kit? I think it is amazing because beginner kits sometimes do not have quality products in them. Like
Right.
when you go to your big box stores and you buy your beginner kit, first of all, you're not experiencing what it's really, I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
No, it's so true. That's one of the reasons I put it together.
Yes, like you're not using good material, so how are you going to enjoy it?
Right.
In my eyes. I'm so sorry about Winnie.
I'm not
Okay,
even noticing Winnie.
okay. Is she super loud? Because here I feel like she's super loud.
No.
Winnie,
Hi, Winnie.
so fresh. Um, anyways, I truly believe in using good materials. It is so important in order to enjoy whatever hobby, craft, art you're doing. The materials make such a difference. Those
Yes.
needles, that makes a difference.
Huge. The right tools and the experience.
Yes. So
Winnie's agreeing with us. And now Percy hears him barking. It's
still
like,
start next. Um, I I think that is amazing. Like I am not a beginner and that kit is so appealing to me. Like
yeah.
it's so high quality. It
Oh,
makes a
thank you.
difference. Yeah.
I've gotten really positive reviews from the people who've got it,
Mhm.
and I'm really proud of it too. So
You should be.
I
And
hope
for
you all grab it. And I do. It's you get kind of you get a 10% discount if you were to go out and buy all these on your own. I sell it at
Mhm.
10% less just because you're buying it all at once.
Yes, that's amazing. And you know, we have quite a few viewers that will say, I don't stitch, but I watch you. They might be our knitter friends or whatever. I am going to implore them to try it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Try
That's
it.
another reason I made it because I was putting stuff together for friends already.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Wanted to
say try it. It's so much fun. And I'm a yarn dyer and I love to knit and I find knitting to be so much fun, but this is right up there equal for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got now that summer's coming, I'll have a new stitch card for summer with a little different color fabric. Same with Halloween.
Mhm.
So we'll be doing that stitch
I
card.
want the Halloween one.
The Halloween one is very cute and it's on her overcast colorway, which is a grayer color.
All right.
And
So
I'm also sourcing a kit for um, Let Love Abide by La Di Da. You are
oh,
making it. And I have adored that for so long. And I thought, I think it'd be fun. I really want to do that one for my front entry. And I always feel like if I want something, there's got to be other people out there who might be
oh,
interested. So
there's got to
I'm just
be.
going to source all the weeks and the DMC and the pattern, and I'll have that on my shop as well. I just absolutely love that
This
one.
is the most stunning piece. And it, again, look at me. It's ridiculous.
75% there.
I know. I know. What
Well,
is,
we'll do a little stitch along and I'll start mine and it'll get you
and
going
they'll
on
get
that
me
one.
going. All I have to do is the mirror side of the tree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
if you're
love,
interested in that kit pulled all together, I will have that probably in my shop by next podcast and I'll let you know.
what
But
size
I'm enjoying
fabric are
kitting for
you?
other people.
I see now I want you to kit everything for me.
I wish I could kit. I wish I could have a whole room full of weeks, classic colorworks, DMC, all the patterns, and then I could just put them all together. I'd love to just sew up some project bags to include and some, my kits are going to be curated kits, probably every quarter have a different
Mhm.
project that I really want to do, but I want to do with other people. And maybe I'll
I
have some
love it. I
items that'll go with
love it. I think it's a great idea, like to have kits available for our stitch alongs so that people have a one. Again, I'm all about one-stop shopping. I really
well,
am.
this COVID quarantine thing, it's such a pain to go to different places on the internet to get all you need for a kit. And some places are out.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it takes coming from somebody with not great organizational skills. to shop like that takes a lot of organization. You have to have everything written down and what did I get, what didn't I get? And I
Right.
do that just with DMC. I had to go to a few different stores yesterday and I bring in my list and I cross them off standing there
Yeah.
because, and I
Yes.
have to numerically put them down or else I
Yes.
forget something and I still forget something. So
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
don't know. I so appreciate any kits.
Yep.
I
Yep. Yep.
do.
Me too, kits. Lots of fun putting them together. So thank you. Thank you everyone who's purchased one and I look forward to shipping them all over.
I'm so excited for you.
Okay. Well, I think we've done it now. I think we've reached the end.
We have, I've got to get back to my pots. I've got to rinse all of that and
Yep.
redo all of that and fill orders and
Let us know down below how we finish Sue's beautiful
yes.
paper punch.
And
Or,
my punch needle and
yeah. Let us know if you're interested in a punch needle punch
along.
along. It's a pal. Will you be our pal? Let us know down below
You
if you're.
are one of the funniest humans I know and you don't even know it.
Now we have to. Now we're gonna mess in our heads with pals, sals,
Cal,
cals.
Cal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's all fun. Thank you
Oh,
for joining us.
so
We'll
fun.
see
Thank
you
you. Thank
in a
you.
couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.